Hi, how are you all doing? Ooh, ooh, my G, Sholowo, Sholowo to le spend on yo. How are you all doing? Welcome to Daddy Freeze Live. This is your daddy. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Pop, pop, pop that money gun. Pop that money gun if you're watching on TikTok. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. Pop that money gun. How are you all doing? Um, Big shout out to everyone who has been following us. Someone said, I miss you, eh? This channel tries to keep it as real as possible, even though sometimes we show you the diamonds, and we play around a little. Don't play, don't play. I learned that from very black dark man, very dark black man. Yeah, guy's very entertaining, by the way. Big shout out to him. So, plenty story day ground, though. Big shout out to all of us who have kept this channel. Someone says you ain't real. Ha. B man 1936. Abikilo ti poruko yeah, no. Now you know they real. Now you know they real. Buki Sote, how are you doing, my sister? Make una leave very dark black man. Oh. The guy has joined us in this content creation world, and he has brought his own flavor. Whether you like the guy or not, he's brought flavor. You need to give it up to him. I like all of my colleagues. I call them all my colleagues. From the bloggers like Linda Ekeji, Tunde Ednot, Instablog, Gislover, to us who are in between. We're both bloggers, content creators. Uh, Another name for us is social consciousness warriors. So me, I'm in many boxes. I'm in the blogging box. I'm in the content creation box. I am in the societal awareness box. I am also in the religious awareness box, waking people up from religious craze. Now, still our work. We did there and we full ground. You understand? So we're in many, 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 many boxes. And somebody was saying, look, Daddy Freeze, um, I was having a conversation with some people today who wanted me as their brand ambassador. And I spelled out the dollars. I'm like, brethren, has you want to have this conversation? Look at my car, look at my watch, guys. You're not gonna come at me with 30 million and I'm going to answer. You guys, you don't play, don't play. You know? And the guys were like, yeah, 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 yeah. I have my hands in many pies, oh. The only pie that I have my hands in that I don't charge for is preaching the word of God. And that, as far as I'm concerned, is my major pie. I don't charge for that one. Anything else, anything else, you go pay. Somebody said something to me. He said, Daddy Freeze, you know, if you really want your blog to be global, I said, ooh, I don't want it to be global. I want it to be like this. I get how I dey milk am. Some people think it's the smaller blogs that don't do well. Will I never see? Let me tell you, statistically, diamond industry, diamonds, globally generated $94 billion in 2020 or 2022. Tobacco, cigar industry, 940 billion. Cigar, where they say 10 naira for one. And diamond, where they say millions. Cigar still sell past diamond. You've got to have a product that is a cigarette product, and you've got to have a diamond product. You've got to be able to have the two. I'm teaching you what I do really. You must have cigar and you must have diamond. I'm going to teach this properly on Sunday, the cigarette and the diamond philosophy. If your product is diamond alone, you will make sales, but you are in a niche market. And you have to be careful with the branding of a niche market. But you see, when your product is cigarette, you now have the masses. But there is a problem with the masses. The masses bring 1 naira that can add up. While the diamonds will bring you that 150 million, 100 million, 50 million at once. So you've got to be able to milk the two. There are some people like Richard Mille, they don't bother about the cigarette market, they just face the diamonds. People like Ferrari, Lamborghini. But people like us, on the days when we are not able to sell our diamonds, we still have to be able to eat. That is why Rolex has a lesser brand called Tudor. I'm sure none of you has heard about Tudor before. Tudor is actually owned by Rolex. So if you don't have $10,000 to buy Rolex starting point, well, if you have $4,000, you can buy Tudor. So you've got to understand how to play the market. I'm going to say this. And with that, I'd like to welcome every single person on board this, our industry. Special big shout out to all those who patronize us and get value for it. Big shout out to you. So today, I've come with Pastor Matter. Some say, don't run ad for Rolex. Baba, if Rolex value increase, he pay me. Because some of us are investors. I was watching a video today. You see, internet came with. I was watching a video today of a lady who bought her Birkin bag for 8K and 3 years later sold it for 19K. Birkin bag get value past land for Nigeria. If you Sabia, you see, the problem is we are closed to ideas and opportunities. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Pop my money gun if you're watching on TikTok. Pop my money guns if you're watching on TikTok. Double click my screen. Double click my screen if you're watching on TikTok. Is Cartier a good investment? Stainless steel. Now, the problem with Cartiers is you're not going to make more money, but it will push it. You see, you buy a Cartier for 8K. It won't fall below 7K. In 5 years, it will still be around that 7K range. So it's held your money. And the advantage is you wear a Cartier, you go into Dubai, you're broke, you can sell it there in the market and collect 7K cash. You understand what I'm saying? So would I call a Cartier watch an investment? No. If you're looking for investment pieces, let me spell them out for you. Rolex Lefty GMT Master. Get that watch. It'll take you 4 years to get it. Get it. Rolex Date Just, or Rolex, that one with the celebration dial. Hello, gorgeous. Are you okay? Rolex Lefty GMT Master. Write it down. Go and queue for it. But the problem is Rolex is not going to put you on a queue for it if you've not bought a Rolex before. So you have to now buy what they call a sacrifice Rolex. So you walk into a Rolex shop. My advice is get a Date Just two-tone. Is a dress watch, is a nice watch, you will love it, but it's not going to appreciate. But that is your entry. That's the leg you put inside the door to enter inside Rolex. So you can do a yellow gold two-tone or a rose gold two-tone. That will cost you about 15K, 12 to 15K, depending on the dials. Get one that is worth it. It will lose value maybe to 13K, but it's not going to drop. Rolexes don't drop. Rest your mind. It's not going to fall too much. But you see, that 2K sacrifice you're going to make there is your entry. You are now a customer. So you now put your money down on the investment pieces. And let me tell you the investment. Gold Rolex no be investment piece. So gold has no value in watches. Let me break it down to you. You will get a gold Rolex, complete gold, for about 60K. With 60K, you cannot buy stainless steel Nautilus. Patek, you cannot buy stainless steel Patek. So it's not the gold that is expensive. You can't get stainless steel Patek. Richard Mille will sell you carbon weave watch for 200K. It's not even stainless, it's not even metal, it's carbon. They will sell you carbon for 200K. So every brand has what they are known for. So don't go with your mother's mentality that gold is valuable, gold is valuable. You go there and you buy gold, gold watches lose if you get a 60K gold Rolex from a shop, the likelihood that you sell it for more than 50K is low. You will lose 10K. You buy stainless steel or two-tone, you will not lose that much. Now you go and buy investment pieces, stainless steel, you will times 3 your money. Because that is how people will jump. It's not free commercials, it's advert, so you know what to do with that money. Because Naira is, let me tell you something here. Do you know how much of an investment a watch is now? As in, do you get it? You don't even get it. Anybody who bought a watch for $10,000 3 years ago, bought it at $750 to $1. That's 7.5 million. Today, that watch at the same $10,000 is worth nearly 12 million. It did not, just because you hedged it to $1. Now imagine you bought the Daytona at $750. Let's say Daytona is about 13K. 13,000 times 750. That's even last year. Not even two. Last year, because I remember changing dollars. 9.7 million. Today, that Daytona is worth 30K. Because Daytona is an investment Rolex. 30,000 times 1100. You went from 9,007 to 33 million. Which house did you buy last year for 9.7 million that is worth 30 million today? There is no house that you bought last year for 10 million that is worth 30 million today. Max 18 million, 15 million. Argue it. Someone say Tinubu go drop dollar soon. As the Naira they go, they come. The Naira they go, they come. Investments hedged in foreign currencies will always hold fast. I bought ticket to go to Abuja, 70K. Two-way, 130K or 140K. Today I bought ticket for somebody, one leg, 107,000. One leg. Someone say, what if they steal the watch? What if government demolishes the house? Did you not see footballer that came to cry that they demolished his house in Lekki? Did you not see actress that came to cry that they demolished her house in Lekki? Do you not hear of people's house way born? Just as they can steal watch, they can demolish house, and house can collapse. In this Nigeria, every single person that invested in that Ikoyi house of 20 buildings, they have lost their money. $1 million, all gone. No Gokamu. House in Nigeria is a risky investment. (10:30) our usual church service. 10:30 is our usual church service. 10:30. Someone say if you get opportunity to get an estate, go buy watch. Baba, just be careful. Oh. Someone said for Lagos, not Nigeria. Now, let me tell you, do you know where it was? Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt, you will drag land for 30 years. You will not do. Baba. Now, all the other places where houses are safe, they don't appreciate. Shena Ibadan house, now they appreciate. Shena Abuja, where wicked don't start in demolition. As in, una know they think. In Nigeria, housing is not medium risk, it's high risk investment. It's like watch, it's like Bitcoin. High risk investment. Someone say, but inside the same house, you go buy a house. You see, my problem with you people is you people are very slow. When we are talking of investment pieces, person will no get a house, buy watch. I'm asking you, you don't have a house you are living in. You want to invest in watch. Your business is not investment. Your business is find a freaking place to lay your head. It's like you want to buy Ferrari, you never get car. Go buy Corolla first, where you go, they take the walk up and down. Go buy Highlander. Then you can now start thinking of Ferrari. So when somebody comes to you and tells you, why buy watch? Are you going to live inside the watch? Just person know that that person has poverty mentality. His journey is far. His own problem is poverty. He has not solved food, clothing, and shelter. That's why he's thinking like somebody who has not solved food, clothing. Once you've solved food, clothing, and shelter, you now start thinking of, okay, I have this excess 100 million naira. What do I do with it? I have this excess 100 million naira. What do I do with it? You see, buying gold is okay, but buying watches is better than gold, in my opinion. Buy a bit of crypto, buy a bit of gold, buy a bit of watches, buy a bit of houses, buy land, buy everything, but don't carry all your money and go and buy land. Nigeria will happen to you. And let me warn you, if Nigeria goes to war, your land is useless. You might come back from that war self and say you don't even get the land again. They don't collect and share and give another person. So spread your tentacles, buy house. I don't say make you no buy house, but no think say house is a best investment too. That's your parents' mentality. Don't join them in it. Don't join them in it. So I'm just ranting and just giving you heads up so you understand where the world is going to. Why did I talk about this? I was talking about very dark black man. Brother, welcome to the industry. There are many boxes in this industry. One of them is entertainment. I'm in that box too. I entertain you guys. I crack jokes. I talk about fun topics. Another box is information. There are some people that give only information, no entertainment. It's just information. I mean, that too, I analyze situations, give you info, teach you things. Another box is investment and motivation. We are inside that box too. Maybe not as active, but we are there. Religion, that's my main box. Religion and demystifying religion and setting people free from the mental traps of religion. That is yet another box, and I'm there with you. Now, another one is freedom fighting. Fighting for the people, speaking for the people. I'm inside that too. We lend our voice to. I try not to do too much because people take advantage of you. So I just do the little I can. Then, of course, there's interviews, talk about people's lives, have access to people's lives, blah, 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 blah. We are all the boxes. Now, let me tell you, most of those boxes can be monetized. And that's my advice to Very Dark Black Man. I know you don't want to be monetized because you want to have a cause. I also have a cause and I still fight a cause every day. And my cause is liberate people from false religious beliefs and the damage pastors have done in Nigeria. That I do for free. But you see, the other boxes, here's my advice. You can take that your one box and say, this I'm fighting for people. I'm not going to make money off it. You understand? And that's very noble. That is extremely noble, well thought out. I'm with you 100%. I support you. But you see, those other boxes, you are a comedian. You are still funny. You understand? You still appeal to the people. You can actually monetize that part of your brand. So it's not like it's a 360 monetization. There are some parts. Someone said the bass goes box. I'm there fully. You cross me, I give it to you hot. So I just saw that and I said, okay, let me just welcome our brother here to this industry. A lot of people, one thing I always tell people is hold your segment well. The segment I'm in, nobody can drag it with me. The segment I'm in, nobody can drag it with me. You understand? When it comes to religious freedom and religious awareness, nobody can give it to you the way Daddy Freeze will give it to you because Daddy Freeze went to school for it. You understand? Then interviews and all that. There are many people dragging interviews with me. There's Chuke that'll sit down and cross his leg, I'll be Chude. I'll be waiting to be named. My own is online. Their own is Palo. I used to do Palo to before, and I'll still continue to do Palo anytime I have the time. But I prefer online because in that way, I can live stream and chat to people on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. You understand? So just advice. If you don't want to monetize, it's up to you. It's well and good. But just know that you'll be missing out a lot, and it doesn't last forever. It doesn't last forever. It comes and it goes, so you've got to be careful with that. Someone said that religion what makes you unique. 100%. That's what, and it's religion I'm addressing today. Hey, Chef Dammy versus Pastor. Let's go to, that's our topic. I just rambled around for a few minutes. I like rambling around. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Very Dark Man, they go live on TikTok, they pay you, they give you gift. That one just did on one side. And a lot of people think all this money gone, all these gifts, they are like 2-3% of the real income. We're not going to tell you where the real income is, but we're just going to let you realize, you understand, buying stars, all those things. That's the sprinkling of confetti on the real cake. So let us go to what Pastor Dammy has to actually say inside this particular matter. Where is her story? Then there's also the shade industry. I don't like getting into that. People shading themselves, because in my humble opinion, that can be a bit funny. Okay, so Chef Dammy came out and said, by the time we are done with you, you will not be able to stand on your feet again. This was from the acclaimed people of God, among many of the countless insults, curses, threats, and bullying that came her way. Now I understand the content of 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. Surely judgment will begin from the house of God. Shebi when they talk and when they follow me argue, now don't see them now. They don't do Chef Dammy strong thing. Hey! The first time the man of God tried to challenge my God, he failed. Then he told me to prepare for war. But these are the people of God. Are they not supposed to be godly? Assuming I died a few days ago, people have understood better what I've been facing by the testimony of those around me. But I still try and bind my peace because there is testimony that others can learn from. I know about gods. That is why I chose the undefeatable God. Surely they shall gather, but they that be with me are more than they that will be with them. I have been in constant fear for my life. Countless times they've tried to destroy me as promised. But with God, I keep moving as if nothing ever happened. Shouldn't we have gotten over this? I mean, it's 4 months already. Guess you will not stop until I stop breathing. I try to update this peace while I try to hold on to my peace. God over everything, certified Chef Dammy. You see, if you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, pop my money gun. Follow my number one gifter on TikTok. Let me make some noise here before I come back to Pastor Dammy. Follow my number one gifter on TikTok. I want to make sure everybody here watching me is following my number one gifter and double clicking the screen. Tap, 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 double tap, double tap. Tap that screen. Let me see you tap that screen. Oh yeah, pop that money gun. Let me see you pop that money gun on TikTok. I want to give a shout out to the first person to pop some money gun for me. Boom. Pop that money gun. Let me see that first person to pop the money gun. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm looking for the first person to pop a money gun. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Double click the screen. Pop, pop, pop. Tap, tap, tap. I'm on 10,000 likes. Let's get it to 20K now. Now. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. Someone say life is full of Samilari. Inside church. But anyway, my platform is open. I sent a message to Dammy, and I also want the pastor to come and share his own experience. So let's hear from Chef Dammy, and let us hear from the pastor while we're at it. I want to learn. I want to be more informed. Someone says, I'm going to sit this one out. I don't like stories about local people. I'll come back. Inside life. You see, let me tell you something here. Mr. Ibu. Mr. Ibu came out and said he needs the money. Taiwo just popped a gem gun. That's how we roll, baby. Oh shit, Taiwo. Mr. Ibu came and said he needed money. 9 people begin to talk what God cannot do does not exist. One day for Nigeria, many things that God cannot do exist. He fool Nigeria. Because the Bible is very clear. Hebrews chapter 6 verse 18. It is impossible for God to lie. The Greek Bible uses the word adinaton. Impossible. Impossible for God to lie. Your situation in Nigeria warrants God lying. That's why your pastors that claim to represent God, now lie, they lie. Pastors say in 2016, no matter the declaration of the IMF, the naira will rise against the dollar. What was dollar in 2016? Your dollar was 300 and something naira. Today, that same dollar is 1,100 naira. Has the dollar risen? And you will still go to their church on Sunday. That's the problem. You will still go to their church. Pastor climb pulpit, yo. He said that 5G now they cause COVID. One day, this is the iPhone 15, the latest iPhone. Now 5G full inside. And one day, this is a Samsung Fold 5, the latest Fold. So you see, 5G full inside, no COVID. And in church go still full. And then somebody said, oh, I'm going to pray the next day. Everything's going to be all right. I'm going to take him to the altar. What God cannot do does not exist. Mr. Ibu is not feeling better. It's 3 days, you altar criers. Double click the screen. Say, if you're watching on TikTok, follow my #1 gifter. We make it pop. Somebody now sent me a video of Mr. Ibu drinking anointing oil in another church. His matter did not get better. In fact, it only got worse. It got worse. It got worse. Double click the screen. Double click the screen if you are watching on TikTok. Follow my #1 gifter. Big shout out to Taiwo. Taiwo popped 2 gem guns. 2 gem guns. Pop. Pop, pop, pop. My money guns. Follow my #1 gifter if you're watching on TikTok. My problem is not the Nigerian politicians. Anybody can climb his pulpit and say anything he likes. The problem is you, because you believe it. People are going to come and give testimony of tithing and how tithing works. And the real testimony is that a Muslim is the richest man in Nigeria. And he doesn't tithe to any church. The richest man in the world, Elon Musk, is irreligious. He doesn't pray, let alone tithe. That's evidence that tithing doesn't work. But you will look at your poor parents who struggle to feed you, and out of the 50,000 that was their salary, they removed 5,000 to go and give a man of God, and you believe that God blessed them? How dumb can you be? Now inside soak away they born you. Where you go take the monkey, all those things. Let me tell you, your parents are living proof that the nation failed because they did not take the right steps and the right decisions. Someone says, Daddy Freeze, you go like pawn your iPhone 14. No, it's right here. It's what I use for Facebook. I have 14, I have 13, I have 11, I have 11 Pro. I have all of them. And they are all working. And I don't joke with them. That's why I can live stream seamlessly. You see, these pastors, now they enable them. No be say anything, no be say them say, now they enable them. If you are watching on TikTok, follow my channel, Daddy FRZ. If you're watching on TikTok, follow my channel. Share my video. Share my video. Share my video. Share my video. Someone said dash me the 13. So which I will come they use they broadcast for YouTube. I should dash you my what I used to work so you can have phone that I used to chase women. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́. If you don't have a job, you have no business using any iPhone more than iPhone 8. iPhone is not something you buy if you cannot afford it. iPhone is not something you buy if you cannot afford it. The person wants the YouTube phone. If you're watching on YouTube, where are my super chats and my super stickers? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You see, and I'm going to say this. Your pastors are all powerful because of their congregations. If una no congregate, pastor no go fit bait. Pastors bait because you congregate. As long as you continue to congregate, pastor will have enough soap so that he can use it to bait. Make una figure them out. Make una figure them out. So, Pastor Dammy, I want to hear your side of the story. Oh. Now, a lot of people are saying, shut up, Pastor Dammy, shut up, shut up. That's how they told Mohbad, shut up, bro. Then tomorrow, when I go gather and I go, they cry. So when they put her inside ground, they bend the head. When he was shouting up and down, many of you answered him. Pastor Dammy is here shouting, I'm not going to investigate him. I say, Pastor Chef Dammy. Pastor of Chef Dammy, want to hear your own side of the story. Oh. Soros, okay, new. Somebody just bought me 19 ice cream. In fact, 23 ice cream. Pop my money gone. Pop my money gone. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. Follow my #1 gifter on TikTok. Follow my #1 gifter on TikTok. Follow that my #1 gifter on TikTok. Make it pop. Make it pop. We'll make it clap. And when I realize it will make it clap, now another thing. Somebody says, the same you think you are making sense because the jobless people listening to you, because of the jobless people listening to you. Let me pin you. Let me talk about the kind of people that listen to me. Let me start with Samaria. Samaria is a nurse in the US. You know how much nurses make abroad? They make more money than every female member of your extended family doing their daily power work. Today is Friday. Your mom and your sisters are going to stand on Allen. And when they're done, they're going to come to Sanusi Fafunwa. And their combined income, despite it being tax-free, does not come up to what Samaria, who always joins me live, makes in a week. Akinyemi Francis. Where Yemi Francis, now he's supposed to be. Akin kankan ye were lo ye. Kodo shek makok gboro bi shibi elewon. Ribo shiri. If they ever run out of a mop in your house, your lower lip should be well available for them to do the work. In fact, one le fi ete egan, one le fi kole. Kodo shenu bi enu shovel same thing, you are making sense because of the jobless people listening to me. How many people in my life are jobless? I'm asking you. Akinyemi were olórí burúkú. Tí ẹ dẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ ni ó máa ṣòfò last ni ó máa wọ gbó ni. Ìwọ́táyé ti fẹ̀dí sí. Where is he, yo? It's like he has run and hide. Akinyemi Koshi Wodbolo Wawere. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Coach J just sent me $20 on YouTube. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he, yo? Akinyemi. Àlébù ṣe pọ̀ lára ẹ báyìí náà. Àlébù ló kún gbogbo ara ẹ. Ah, oh, mi tí ẹ mọ mo ti fẹ́ bọ̀rọ̀ ẹ mi mo ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ. Kó tó ṣọ̀gọ̀ bíi cantilever. Owó wá sórí live mi ò sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ. Owó dà yá ẹ̀ dà, where's your mother? Akínyẹmí Francis eléríbú, where's your mother? Àbò fẹ́ ṣòfò nírọ̀lẹ́ Friday. Do you want to ṣòfò? Eléríbú. Akínyẹmí dá, kó down. I cannot see comment again. No, waiting do my comment. Neka Spiff just popped the money gun. In fact, I'm going to close this live and come back. Beta Kugbe, thanks for sending me $2. I'm going to close this live on Instagram and come back. I have to come back. I can't see comments again. I'm even using another phone to log in. I can't see comments. Lie. Mo gbọ́dọ̀ dá ẹ lóhùn Akínyẹmí Francis. Ìwọ tó máa ṣorí burúkú last ni. I'm coming back. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. No. Hey, Neka Spiff. Popping my money guns, my lovely sister. Coach J just dropped another $10. I entered and already me woo, my head was swelling. I am back, oh. I'm back. Now I can see comments. What happened to my comments? Where is that Eleribu? I'm looking for the Eleribu. Akínyẹmí Fada Ẹ̀dà Yá Ẹ̀dà. Never relent. Says stop being silly. Your name, if I answer, I go the answer never relent. Never relent, call. Always Sherry Booney. Vidoma baby, how are you doing? If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, If you know, now Akínyẹmí cause all this problem. Because now Chef Dammy matter now we carry come here, come talk about it. Pastor. Wọ́n lè fẹ́ ṣe Samilari. Pastor Chef Dammy ti sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ já ṣe investigation. Èmi ìmariwo pa mi ìmọ̀rọ̀ pa o. I can't come and be shouting you. Máa jí ṣolówó tó lè spend on your own. Ọmọ Ìbàdàn ni Kiss Daniel ṣàwàláì. Ó ní ṣó lè spend on your own. Àfi ó náà. Àfi ó. All right. So please, the pastor now has responded, so I'm going to play the response to you guys. So make una take care, they listen. So yeah, he said, so yesterday Chef Dammy went online, Bluetooth, Galaxy buds, yeah, connected. So let me hear. So yesterday, Chef Dammy went online and started posting her life is insecure. If anything happens to her, you should hold Prophet Adegoke Jeremiah responsible. She said, they should hold him responsible. For what? How? As in, on what basis? What are people trying to say? And I've seen many numerous comments. Many numerous. Social media deceiving people on social media. Someone comes online and says this is what is happening. Let her produce facts and evidences. Why her pastor should be held responsible if anything should happen. What is happening to her exactly? You don't know. You don't know what's happening to her. She should come and tell us what is happening to her. She should come and tell us exactly what's happening to her. The cooking marathon program, it happened in June. And then since then, July, Dammy left the church. I was in charge of her Twitter handle when the cookathon was going on. I was in charge of her. I was media and since July, Dammy did not come to church again. She left our online group. Many church members were angry. They were mad at her. They blocked her number. Why are you blocking her number? No be church you be. Everybody blocked her number. As I'm speaking to you right now, I've blocked her number. Shall they hear church people? And then she goes around and says somebody should be held responsible. I don't get it. Who should be held responsible? Who? Somebody that you don't know anything about the person's life. The church has done many things since you left. We have done about 4 or 5 programs. But Dammy comes back here and tells us that her pastor should be held responsible. For what reason? On what basis? Tell her to give evidences on what you're being. They are all lies. She's just lying. She should give evidence for what she's saying. They should go and carry my pastor. For what? What did he do? What did he do? No, answer me. What did he do to you? Provide evidence for what you are saying. Lies everywhere. The problem with Dammy is that she cannot do anything outside spirit world. She cannot trend outside spirit world. How can you say somebody who has not been in contact with for over 4 months is the one responsible? What are you trying to justify? This man is innocent. Stop saying rubbish everywhere. Let her talk for herself and let the pastor talk too. Something is definitely fishy. Nothing must happen to our Chef Dammy. Chef Dammy, come and talk. I don't send you DM. You no reply. Anybody wey know Chef Dammy may tell her say Daddy Freeze dey find am. Daddy Freeze dey find am. So make she come tell us wetin dey happen. Pastor block you, church join block you. If na so Peter and Paul they run ministry that year, nobody go be Christian today. Come, please help me tag Pastor Dammy here. Make una send them DM. All of una wey dey follow am. Make una tag am. Tag Pastor Dammy now be Chef Dammy. Dammy part. Tag am now. Tag am. So they don't collect her phone. I swear, if I see my children inside church, I dey go inside that church, go flog them, go house. Say my children inside church. Wallahi tallahi. I don't know. I never see where worse past this kind of church mentality. Chef Dammy bolo wa o bo ayin. Come here, oh, Chef Dammy. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Pop my money gone. What's wrong with you people? You want me to close the live? Tag Chef Dammy. Make she come here. Come tell us. So we no want hear another Mohbad story. Oh. Make it come be say they go they play because Chef Dammy no get music. So nothing we go listen to if anything do you. Better come talk now. Come talk wetin do you. Pastor, come tell us your own side of the story when she talk finish. Oh, want hear your own. Oh. We want hear your own. Oh. Pastor Dammy, where are you? Oh? Ah. But Dammy pass. What's the pass inside, Pastor? Oh, they don't wind this small pikin now. Small girl, we get hope. They say she's not trending again without the church. So church too one trend. Aye. Trendsetter. Chef Dammy, what's happening to you? We want to know. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Follow my #1 gifter. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Follow my #1 gifter. Big Spence, shout out to you. Cindy Perry, how you doing? Someone say, I be damn it, low info me ultimate. No. Dammy, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Make una buy stars. Oh, first person to buy 1,000 stars, I'll give a shout out. Go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze. DADDYFREEZE. Bottom left hand corner. On today's video, you see how to buy my stars. Yeah. Let me start greeting people on TikTok. I want to greet people. I want to greet everybody that is buying gifts on TikTok. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Friday night, we can start. It's a party. Thank God it's Friday. Hey. Friday night. Calling my captain. Friday night. Someone said, Tosiolu, I'm unable to send superstars. What's going on? What's happening? YouTube, why can't people send me superstars and super chats?
Hello?
Captain me.
I greet you, sir.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm good. Oh, you never send me my bill. Oh, that day I was in the hotel last week and this week.
It will come.
So Joe, help me package everything. Normal suya for life, guys. If you never buy normal suya, man, hey, normal suya. Some of you did,
357.
357, yes, coded. Me they don't know the kind of suya where they chop. Come on, yeah, guys. If you're on Freedom Way, at the end of Freedom Way, just make a left before you walk out fight. Just see normal suya on your right. What's that your address again? What's that your address?
I don't know. It's just normal Admiralty Way.
Normal Admiralty Way is at the end of Admiralty Way after roundabout. Oh.
Right on. Once you put it on Google Maps, it just takes you straight there.
Just put normal suya on Admiralty Way. It will take you there. If you are walking, you will get there eventually. If you are riding keke, you will get there. And if you are pulling up in your Jeep, start going now. Captain, sell my suya quickly before they come buy everything finish you. I don't go hear sorry you.
All these people move.
Wow, yeah, me and you even get gist. I go hail you later. Bye.
Thanks so much.
Normal suya. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. The normal ram, ask taste buds. We did chop suya. There's so much good suya in Lekki. So much. But I've been buying normal weekly for 2 years. The money where I don't spend for normal for suya in 2 years, more than 2 million naira. No be downgrade. Or about 2 million naira. But the suya is premium. Aye, premium cuts. It's not normal, normal. Norma. L no dey there. Na a Bobby that. Norma suya, norma. No, it's more than 2 years or since 2000. Yeah, 2 years. 2 years. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Follow my number one gifter. Pop my money guns. All right, so let's get back to Pastor Dammy. I don't forget, say time don't nearly go. So your time don't nearly go. But I be Agbayasha. I did Movenpick Hotel. I did look my car downstairs. I see people they take picture with them. I can't record them. They don't know say how they record them. Hey. From my 9th floor suite. God has been good. Ever since I cut the pastors out, except the pastors that are my friends, you know, and the pastors that I respect. I respect Abel Damina. Abel Damina speaks truth. He speaks truth to religious power. Samadeyemi. I started to send him a message. I say, Pastor Sam, you have 2 attributes of the Holy Spirit that I can identify in you clearly: gentleness and patience, and willingness to speak the truth. Man. No matter how you fight Samadeyemi, he will still be gentle. Holy Spirit, me and they look, Father Lord, please give me gentleness so I go see wearies for my life. I go feel ignore them because it's not easy. You come rough like this. I could just show you in a street I come from. Pastor Toby, that's not my friend. That's my nig. It's my brother. Hello, Toby lover. Agbato Beru. Èèyàn ńlá. PT. PT na the PT na my bro, man. They talk of pastors where I respect. That's my family, man. That's my family. Tosin Olu, I love you, sister. Apostle Johnson Selman, when he starts preaching real gospel, I will like him. But now, Pastor Wasted, they talk about firstborn course for 2022. Joshua Selman, I greet you. Any day you begin to teach gospel, I go be your friend. Until then, I go to look you from far. No vex. Tosin Olu said she sent me something. You know, Tosin Olu, I too like you. You're my sister. I'm not even happy that I've not called you. I always keep saying I'll call you, and I never call you. It's not good. Johnson Suleiman, that's my bro, man. He's very busy. We might not agree on everything, and he has a peace-loving heart. Not many problems he don't settle. Johnson Suleiman, a good guy. A lot of people might disagree with his doctrines and all that, but if you know him one-on-one, he's a good guy. He's a nice guy. Lovely guy. And he's a loyalist. Ezekiel Ministries too is my brother. We don't agree doctrinally. Our agreement, me and Ezekiel agreement doctrinally is 0, but Ezekiel is my brother. I love him. He's on his way to America now. Ezekiel in Loyanki. Ezekiel, the hustle don't enter. Maye, don't pay, shout hallelujah. Oh. Ezekiel Ministries now my brother. Ezekiel we still buy my money gun. Pastor Tunde Bakari. I comment my reserve. Oba Solomon. I like him. He's different. He's a bit too much. What about Jerry Ezi? I have no problem with Jerry Ezi. I just need him to resurrect Mohbad or any other celebrity so I can believe him. That's all. I have no problem with him. Just resurrect Mohbad. That's the only problem I have with him. Because any pastor we saying the raised dead, me I go bring original dead where we know say don't buy, can resurrect him. Also, what about Selman? Any day Selman start to the preach waiting day inside gospel instead of this spiritual ministry where we don't expire since I go begin the follow around. But Solomon a religious cruise, and they watch am from time to time. What about waiting be name? Biodun Koza. Biodun Koza is a nice guy. In gospel, get K-leg, if you ask me. In gospel, in gospel, they use crutches. But as a guy himself, he's okay. I've never met him before one-on-one. I've spoken to him once on the phone when I was trying to schedule an interview during that crisis. And the interview never happened. But he's okay. But in gospel, I don't have a problem with them. I have a problem with their gospel, all of them. I have a problem with their gospel. Pastor Lukoya, I greet him before they say that the freeze don't talk with him big pass him mouth. All of you now they tempt me so that I go talk with him, they will use contact carry me abi. I love all of them. Now their gospel I get problem with. When they bend the gospel, then me and them go dey okay. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. When they bend that gospel back. And when I start to see the results of their endless prayers in Nigeria, then me and them go come get conversation. Oh yeah. So that's the conversation about Chef Dammy. I cannot talk much about Chef Dammy. The only thing I can say is you guys need to get her. Jimmy Odukoya, I like the fact that he has dreads, and I like the fact that he took over his father's church. I've told my children, I say, una too go inherit my own church, because church na family business. I don't learn from everybody now. All your pastors, they have children that will inherit their church, and they make I not gawk myself. Everybody inherit. I be waiting, you want make I talk? In Daboski, I like him. He's cruise. Somebody asked me about Funke Adejumo. Here's my take on Funke Adejumo. Funke Adejumo has very brilliant marriage. It might not work for this generation 100%, but she has very brilliant marriage advice. It might not work for Gen Z marriage, but you see, the gospel, my issue with Funke Adejumo is the money gospel. If she can do away with the money gospel and try to understand what the gospel of Christ really is, then combine it with her relationship counseling, for me to be 100%. So Baby Freeze will free the sheep of his generation. One day go free him. Pastor Bolaji of Harvesters. Pastor Bolaji is a nice guy, great guy. Of course, like I said, the problem is always the gospel, but the guys themselves are always good guys most of the time. Pastor Kingsley, I like his messages too. But I no go talk past like that. Make I talk quiet. And that's part of Funke Adejumo that I don't like. So see to get blessing, all those ones. I get problem with that one. But you see that marriage counseling, that marriage advice. No. She did get them. She did get them well. I'm not gonna tell you why I laugh. Baby Free is head to the throne. Pastor Eze, I don't tell you, say, Pastor Eze raise Mohbad. Finish. That's the only assignment where I get with that. Before they bury him, because afterwards they bury him now, they don't go feel raise him again. And you see, my problem with all these pastors is, yesterday I told you my experience at the airport. Samadiyemi is someone I respect and love. I like Kumuyi for the fact that he's trying to change, but he's a little too little and a little too late. Samadeyemi, no. No. I have respect for that man. We might not agree doctrinally 100%, but Catholic fathers, I respect them, most of them. Catholic fathers are open to knowledge and they are calm and peaceful. They do not believe that they can curse anybody and bear will come from the bush and chop 20 or 40 something children. No. No one say, I know why you laugh. Hey, if you know, just keep on to yourself. Just keep on to yourself. I'm not talking about any pastors again. Anything when I like, make when I believe. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. So I wanted to say something. Yeah, I told you the story yesterday. I booked an Air Peace flight from Abuja to Lagos. I went in the day before. The Air Peace was fine. They even left on schedule, on dot. So me, I was like, these Air Peace people, very good people. The next day, I now had to do something at the embassy, so I rushed to the embassy. And I was timing everything. I said I was rushing them at the embassy, rushing my car, rushing everybody, only for me to get to the airport. 2:10 flight. They said they postponed it to 4:10, to 3:10. So I can't look and say, now just 1 hour, make I no enter the lounge. And I was with a friend of mine, Tipsy. We went to UI together. So we looked at the lounge, said the lounge. I even suggested, I said, no, enter this lounge. He said, no, the lounge. I said, okay, let's stroll to the end of the airport and get some food. When I'm outside, I don't like eating so that in case my belly begin to go, and at the airport, I did not want to go through that hassle. So I just respect myself. I just ordered 2 Scotch egg and 1 Diet Coke. That's 0 Coke. So they cooked, they boiled, they heated the Scotch egg for me till it was hot and burning my mouth and hair. So I know that any germination inside it, I go on buy them. So I chopped the 2 Scotch egg, drink my Coke Zero, and we went to sit down, waiting again, say very soon. The next thing, they begin fight. One other airline, I'm not going to mention their name, was supposed to travel. People were supposed to come since yesterday. They don't travel. It shall turn chaos. You saw the videos. So at 4:10, at 3:10, we now went there. They now said 4:10. I can't tell them, say, Baba, you cannot tell us 4:10 after a 2:10 flight. They said, no, that we should not worry that the plane will land, blah, blah, blah. No problem. I went and I sat down. 4:10, we got there again. They say that there's been a delay, that the plane is going to land at 5 o'clock. By then, my guy Tipsy don't begin the para. I can't try calm him, say make it calm down, make it calm. He don't vex. I don't try beg and say make it just calm down. Me, I was still trying to believe them, say okay. So I went there at 10 minutes to 5. I looked at the weather. I said, sure, now they see this weather. If this your plane does not land in 10 minutes, and you people don't do a complete turnaround in 20 minutes, by 5:20, if we are not in the air, with this weather, and I check my weather reports, because I'm a simulator flyer, a simulator pilot, so I have the weather report. I show them the weather. I will see magenta everywhere. Ask anybody to interpret weather report of magenta for you. I was like, with this weather, there is no pilot that is going to choke head inside this weather for the next 3 hours. Minimum 2 hours. They say, are you cursing us? I say, I'm showing you the weather. Which pilot? Is he mad? Is he kamikaze? No pilot will put head inside this weather. And look at it. You can see it. Forget the report I'm seeing. You can see it gathering. We are in a hilly area. Where there are hills, you're going to have a lot of wind shear, and you're going to have a lot of microburst activity around the airport. No plane is going to want to enter it with passenger. Maybe a crazy politician that is rushing somewhere and is telling his pilot, one day chook head, we cannot miss that appointment. And the pilot say, Baba, yeah, let's do it. But commercial airline, they are not going to enter that weather. The next thing, rain start to fall. I said, I told you guys, nobody's gonna land for the next 2 hours. You know, when people were gathering, they were like, what's happening? Don't worry, in 5 minutes. I just looked at everybody. I said, don't listen to these people. No plane is going to land for the next 2 hours. Now in the beginning, they fight me. They say, hey, what am I talking about? Blah, 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 blah. Now I bring out my app. Let me show you the app. Because this is what I use to navigate when I want to land in an airport. This is the app I use. I have it on this phone, don't I? On that. I mean, not be this phone I use. Hold on. Where's my other phone? Oh, is it one of the phones? Is it one of the phones I'm using? Oh. And I want to show you. Yes, that's it. It's here. See, I'll show you the app. Make I show now magic today. See, this is Abuja Airport. Any flight, let me show you the Abuja Airport. I'll tell you all the planes that are landing in Abuja now. And you can see this plane here. Once you click on it, it will tell you this is Lufthansa from Port Harcourt going to Abuja. It is at 17,000 feet, descending. It is flying at 356 knots. Estimated arrival time is 18 minutes. So that means the plane is descending at 1,000 feet per minute. I will give you the descent rate. Just look at it. So, any plane in Abuja. So I just sat there. I said, okay, let's start looking at the planes one by one. I started clicking on all the planes. Please show me your plane. They now showed me the plane. The plane was flying at 21,000 feet. And the speed was 459 knots. I said, this is not a plane that is descending. This is a plane that is going away and it is climbing. I said, from the way this plane is going, it is going to Kano. They look at themselves. 15 minutes later, the plane started descending into Kano. I said, Shebi, I tell you now. I'm telling you, I'm going to try real-time flight analysis with the speed of the plane, the altitude of the plane, the estimated time of arrival. If the plane is in a holding pattern, you will be able to tell. I can tell you a plane that this plane is holding. It cannot land because of one reason or the other. Because of the weather, there were so many planes in holding. Then after they held for a while, so that not to finish all their fuel, they just diverted to maybe Kano or any other airport in the environment around there. And then 2 hours later, like I predicted, they now started landing one by one. The one that was funniest was one plane. They pushed the plane back and the plane started taxiing. I told them, I said, these people are not going anywhere. They said, what do you mean? Can't you see the plane going to take off? I said, is either they wait there at the runway or they come back here and wait. This pilot will be mad to take off into this weather. You know, reach 3 minutes, the plane come back, come park. And they tell the people, Baba, I turn to prophet. I turn to prophet. The plane they go, the taxi they go, one go fly. I say this plane, they are coming back. Unless not be this weather where they look. That one is on my simulator. Because I checked the weather from my simulator. I said, no, nobody's entering this weather. And the funny thing with that weather is I could see some funnels. They call them some alleys. What do they call them again? See, alleys where you will see two storms But then there's a clear part inside the middle. That one I ain't was past because it close. It goes up close. So I was saying, I was like, nobody's gonna try this. Nobody's gonna try this and get caught inside this kind of weather. Baba, I be prophets. They go. This one no be the ones where they use they monitor for sky. This one the one where they as it go. I tell them I say this plane is coming back. It's not going anywhere. It cannot fly. I mean, no be this weather where they look and where they look for here. No, nobody's going anywhere and nobody's landing and nobody's taking off. First, people begin to look me like, say, who is this one? When they saw the plane coming back, that's when they started giving me small respect. Say, okay, he knows what he's talking about. Why am I saying this? Because with science, you can become a prophet. It happened yesterday. I knew what to look for. I know when a plane is in a descent profile just by reading its numbers. When a plane has a speed of 300 knots, a 737, and it is at 21,000 feet, I can tell you it's not going anywhere. It's either in a hold or is descending or waiting for them to give him clearance to descend. But when it's 400 and something, it's not in a hold, it's going somewhere. That's the problem I have with religion. And that's the problem I have with all your pastors, your Selmans, your Azes, all of them. They cannot tell you what they are going to do. The way I sat down in the airport and I told everybody, I said, you all are not flying for the next 2 hours. Matter of factly. That plane that is taxiing to take off is going to come back. The plane that was supposed to come and carry us is actually going to go to Kano from the data I'm reading in front of me. No pastor can ever give us that kind of information. They will gather you and they will pray for you. Ojeku jenu. Ojeku je. It's like playing whack-a-mole. He go abi no go. And that same thing now you take there, you say what God cannot do does not exist. They can never resurrect Mohbad. It is impossible. I call you today and I call your God. Go and do it. Someone said, Daddy Freeze, talk about the Alpha and the herbalist now. I don't know anything about herbalists. Never been to one before. I grew up in a mosque. I'm not an Islamic scholar, but I have a little idea. No Muslim will ever tell you, say, Ingo, do you miracle. That's why Muslims don't fly private jet, and that's why they don't drive Rolls Royce. Imams. You see your pastors, the way I told them at the airport yesterday, like a prophet, that you guys are not going anywhere for the next 2 hours. Matter of fact, authoritarian. And I expected anybody to argue it with me. Because I wanted to see the plane that was going to land in that weather. I wanted to see the person. I will walk in the rain to go and meet the pilot at the cockpit. And I said, I want to know you. How you enter this weather. You must be a genius. I told them categorically, everybody I said, you are not going anywhere. Make all of them go sit down. Forget what these people they tell you. Say people. I said I was so sure of myself because guess what? If I was not sure of myself and one plane landed, I would have looked very stupid. They wouldn't even could have sued me. But looking at that weather, knowing the terrain of Abuja, knowing the time of the year, seeing the storm coming, Baba, no plane landed for 2 hours, 30 minutes. 2 hours was good. This is how everybody was looking. Empty airport. It took about almost 2 hours before that plane that went and came back with everybody inside. Everybody just sit down inside the plane. They came back and parked. and waited before the weather cleared and they now could take off. Then after 2 hours, 30 minutes, they now started landing and taking off in trickles. Because even that time, say no be everybody get mind. Then all of a sudden now, brrr, everybody start to land, they take off. Every airport come full, traffic everywhere. I want to see a pastor that can give me that kind of accuracy. Because someone asked me, said, Daddy Freeze, why do you serve God? I serve God because I love him. I believe in him. I communicate with him. And I'm on a mission for him. But you serve God because you have a Olosho mentality and you want to pay God for a romp. That's what you are. I never sell miracles. Somebody said, Daddy Freeze, do you believe in miracles? I said, I believe in miracles, but I don't sell them. Because until you can tell me the way I stood in front of a crowd and told them that no plane is taking off or landing in the next 2 hours, because I understood the data, until a pastor can do that, I have a problem with all these, their prayers and their pastors. How can you tell me, since when they've been doing what God cannot do does not exist, how many people have they resurrected? They will tell you they've resurrected. Even there, like 3 or 4. Meanwhile, every day, 100,000 planes take off and land. That's where I want to put my money. That's where I want to put my belief. The one way sure. Ariwa says, I called my friend last Sunday. When I asked him how was service, he said he's not going to church again because he doesn't have money to give them in church. Can you imagine? You see, here's the thing. Stop selling a market that is not tested and trusted. Your church testimonies happen to one person here, one person here, one person here. Everybody that drinks Panadol gets cured of their headache. Unless there's something on that line that is worse than that headache. And we took off yesterday, and the plane climbed up, cruised, descended, approached, and landed. And we are here. That's what I want to invest in. God has given me the mind to solve problems. Someone said, how did you come to your revelation of knowledge? It was walking with God. You see, the scriptures are very clear. If you read John chapter 4, God is looking for those who worship him in spirit and in truth. He'll give you spirit. If you don't have truth, you're going to lose the spirit. You keep getting closer and closer to God, the more you embrace your truth, his truth and his spirit. You can't take only the truth, and you can't take only the spirit. You've got to learn. Pneuma ton aletheia. Pneuma in Greek is spirit, ton aletheia, and the truth. You've got to be able to have a company. The reason why many of you wallow around in all sorts of comedy is because you don't know the truth, and you're not willing to learn the truth. And let me tell you something for free. And this is how I raise my children. The danger of religious dogma is more pronounced than the miracles you can get from religion. You enter religion You are most likely going to come out with a bent mind than a miracle, statistically. Statistically, 99% of people who go into religion get their minds altered. They don't come out with miracles. Matthew chapter 6 verse 6, Christ is very clear. So when you want to pray, enter your room, lock your door, and pray to God in private. Those people praying for you on Instagram are doing it to make money. They're not doing it for any God. As far as I'm concerned, from my understanding of what I see, is a business. I don't go to any church, and I'm more spiritually strong than any of your GOs, including the ones that pray every morning. You don't understand what spiritual strength is. You don't understand what it means to walk with God. Matthew chapter 13 verse 12 says, the more you listen to my teachings, if you read it in the NLT, the more you have understanding until you have an abundance of knowledge. You cannot follow God and be ignorant. But you see, the church not only teaches ignorance, they want you to be ignorant, because the moment your mind is liberated, you're going to see through their scams. You're going to punch holes in the lies. So that is why they have to tell you, you have to believe. You don't need proof, just believe. And I honestly have a big problem with that. I don't know who it is that I'm speaking to right now. But you've got to. I am not among those who will tell you God doesn't exist and all that. No, I believe in God. But the reason why many people do not believe God exists is because you're putting God in equations that he doesn't belong in. And no matter how good quality the petrol is, if you pour it in the radiator, you will not get the effect. You cannot pour AC gas in a petrol tank. You will not get the desired effect. You've got to know to put things where they truly belong. That's the only way you can maximize God. And that's my message. I'm waiting for the pastor and of course Chef Dammy to reach out to me. I want to hear both sides of the story. I want to be fair, but this is my take. God bless you. Our service is tomorrow, Sunday at 12:30 p.m. Sharon Peter said, come to Dubai. I want to meet you. Yes, I'll eventually come there. Oh, wow. Somebody's calling. Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Good evening. Okay. Let me send it to you now. You cannot use poundo flour as Gary. 100%. 100%. So that's as far as we can go. I'm going to come back tomorrow. Of course, we're going to have so many conversations and everything's going to be nice. I love you guys loads and look forward to being with you again. Same time tomorrow. We're going to have conversations. I'm still a bit tired from yesterday. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Pop my money gun. Let me see who's going to be the last person to pop my money guns. So thank you all. I hope you learned something. And also the way the church behaves. The way the church behaves. I see a lot of similarity. I see a lot of similarity. Take care. God bless. See y'all later.